So Robin professes a whole food, plant-based diet. And people go, okay, then why are you selling essential oils? They go, what happened here? When she speaks, about 80% of our health issues can be solved through nutrition, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware of. And yet there's 20% of our problems that cannot be solved through nutrition. You know, you're telling me, oh, I have splitting headaches, and I can't say, well, honey, just put a little green smoothie on the back of your neck and it's going to go away. Or, you know, my baby has a terrible tummy ache. Oh, just have him drink some green smoothie. He'll be fine. Or if you've gotten a horrible burn, you're just not going to smear smoothie all over it. So this is why she says, I'm looking for something else. And a good friend of hers had been using the oils for years. She's a naturopath, an herbalist. And she introduced them to Robin, and Robin researches things very carefully. She says, these oils are wonderful. They are adding a new dimension to the health level of my life. And so that's why she introduced them to all of us, and this is where we are today. And basically, this class is called Healing with Green Smoothies, and I'm going to show you how to do green smoothies and actually how to add oils into them. And people go, you're going to put oils into green smoothies? And I went, I have to, because I now know too much, and I can't cheat you, and I can't withhold information from you. Does anyone here oil pull for their teeth? Ooh, that would be a good class, a good part of a good detox class. Well, oil pulling is when you put oil in your mouth and you pull it through your teeth and it pulls out all the bacteria. Okay, and I'd been doing that until I started learning about it, and I learned more and more and more steps and more things you can add to that, and it changed the whole aspect of the health of my mouth. That's kind of what the smoothies are like. Like, I know more stuff now, and so I want to make sure I share it all with you. Okay, we call this nature's medicine cabinet. We know what happens with drugs. You start taking drugs. The main thing I want to impress upon you is to get rid of toxins in your life. You know, toxins. They're in your cleaning products. They're in your makeup. They're in the food you eat. They're in the air we breathe. So we want to get rid of all the toxins so that we will have a higher level of health. Okay, the oils are nature's medicine cabinet rather than the pharmacy's medicine cabinet. And you know, there used to be a time when someone would say, well, here, smell this oil. This is going to make you feel better. And you just roll your eyes and go, yeah, right. Earthy, crunchy people, that's not going to happen. Where now, it is becoming more and more mainstream because people are like starving for something to take the place of all of the drugs that they have in their life. Okay, so what's the difference between medicine and oils? They will both manage your symptoms. Medicine's going to manage your symptom. You go on a high blood pressure pill, what happens? Your blood pressure goes down. You get off the pill, what happens? Your blood pressure goes right up. So the pill is just putting a Band-Aid on what's wrong with you. The oils are different in that they will help stimulate the healing process from within. They are able to cross the blood-brain barrier. They are able to penetrate cell walls so that the healing process can start, where drugs can't do that. If you have an antibiotic to get rid of your cold or your whatever, you got staph infection, you're going to get it again eventually because it didn't start any healing. It didn't boost your immune system. It made it worse. It made you more susceptible. Whereas when you work with oils with that problem, it actually stimulates your immune system so that you will not get recurrence of those diseases. Okay, side effects. We know that once you start on medication, what happens? You get a side effect, what's the doctor do? He gives you another medication to get rid of that. Then what happens? You got another one? Now he's on another drug. So you're on this merry-go-round of drugs after drugs. My favorite one to talk about, because I'm so opposed to them, is a statin, a cholesterol-lowering drug. Do you know anyone, or maybe some of you are on statins, to lower your cholesterol? Cholesterol levels should be around 200. How do you know this? The TV tells you so. The TV goes, if your cholesterol is above 200, you need to see your doctor and get on a statin, which actually is not true. You can have a cholesterol of 150 and be in big trouble. You can have a cholesterol of 250, 290, and be sailing beautifully. Mine last year was 285. Family doctor wants to put me on statins. The alternative doctor says, hey, you are doing so well, no statin for you, because my HDL was sky high. That's the good stuff. And so therefore, my ratio was beautiful. So if you want to check your ratios, that's what you need to do. Get a copy of your blood work and say, hey, I'm going to divide the big number, the little number into the big number and see what my ratio turns out to be. Here's some other things statins do for you. They cause muscular damage. You've heard of people with peripheral neuropathy. The statins attack your extremities first. We have people with terrible foot problems from statins and hand problems. They lose the feeling in their feet. Every cell in your body needs cholesterol to thrive. Well, they're robbing it. The statin is robbing your body of cholesterol, and your feet and your hands are the first to go. Another fun thing that statins do, long-term usage, will cause diabetes. So you got your cholesterol low, but now you got diabetes. The other thing they cause, I just found this out from an endocrinologist, they cause shingles. You know, we have an epidemic of shingles. Everybody's got shingles. Take the shingles vaccine. The TV tells you that. And that statins are causing shingles. Statins, the big one, it causes cancer also, ultimately. The big one is statins cause cataracts. Yep, a lot of people you know with cataract surgery are on a statin. And my favorite is when I talk about robbing your body in the extremities, your head is an extremity. You know there's an epidemic of Alzheimer's going around in the world. Statins are causing Alzheimer's. Now, my favorite is when I'm in classes and I have like a hospice nurse or a old people's home care nurse, and here's my favorite story. The family comes in and they go, Granny's 96. Granny doesn't know what's going on. She's got Alzheimer's. She has no appetite. She just sits in a chair like this all the time. She can't walk, and we want to put Granny in hospice. And the nursing home said, okay, we can do that, but we have to take away all of her meds unless they're pain meds. And they go, well, we don't care what happens to Granny. Take them away. She doesn't know what's going on anyway. Just put her in hospice. So they did. They took Granny off of all of her meds. Guess what happened to Granny? She absolutely got better, definitely. She's walking with a walker. Her appetite picked up. She's laughing with people. She still had some Alzheimer's, but not nearly as bad because they got rid of all the drugs that gave her all the brain fog. So Granny started to thrive, and I've heard this story over and over again from people being on statins. In the world today, oh, by the way, folders. I'm sorry, folders. I will ask for these back because I do not have enough to give out, but anything that's loose in the folder, if you want to take notes on that front page, the back page has some price sheets, so, you know, but please at the end I will collect them. But anything that's loose is for you, so you could take notes on it. Okay, in the world today, the world spends $4.5 trillion on health care. Of that $4.5 trillion, the United States spends half. Where do we rank in the world? We rank number 52 from the top because we are so overloaded with drugs in this country. And so it's a very, very sad thing. Let's talk about these oils then. They are 50 to 70 times more powerful than herbs. Now you're going, well, that's it. And 1 drop of peppermint oil equals 28 cups of peppermint tea. So if you're going to have your peppermint tea, have it and put in 1 drop of the oil. Now I know you're saying, well, that's nice that lady said that, but you know, what does she mean, 50? Okay, think about it. You grow your mint in the summer, you pull it up, you turn it upside down, you dry it. After a few months, what's left? A crumbly little leaf. The essence of the plant, the oil, has evaporated. So all you're left was a crumbly little leaf that you make tea out of. We stole the oils. doTERRA took the oils, they distilled them, put them into a bottle, and by golly, it's a very potent thing. So that's what makes these far more potent than the herbs that you use. Not that the herbs are bad, they're just not as powerful as this. Okay, so you're saying, well, what do these things do? They kill infections. My story is I have been subject to extreme chest colds my whole life, like hideous ones. A couple times a year, can't breathe, can't talk, they're horrible. And they last for 6 weeks. I'm sure some of you can identify with what I'm talking about. Since I started on the oils, and the main thing is On Guard, which is antifungal, antiviral, antibacterial, antimicrobial. And I take 2 drops of this in my water. My water, make friends with a drinking cup thing. This thing is stainless steel. It's by Thermos. I put 2 drops of this in my water every day, and I put 2 drops in my morning shot glass. I take a shot glass, no vodka in that one, please, and some orange juice, and I put in all my morning oils, and I get 2 drops of this. All right, this coming up this September will be year 2. I have not had a cold, period. This is a new personal best for me. This is wonderful in my life. This is absolutely marvelous that I'm not down in bed for all this time, and I feel so great about it. But what this does is doTERRA has done testing. They've taken Petri dishes, and they have put MRSA. You know, MRSA is that a type of staph infection, and you know MRSA's in the hospitals. And people can't get rid of the darn thing because we do not have strong enough antibiotics to combat it. You know why? The pharmaceutical companies decided they're not going to make any more antibiotics. Whatever's up there that's the top one, that's the strongest, that's it. They're not inventing new ones. Have any idea why that would be? Money. How many times do you take an antibiotic a year? Once, twice, 3 times maybe? How many times do you take your statin for cholesterol lowering? Every day of your life. So they go, there's no money in those antibiotics, let the people fend for themselves. So they did the Petri dishes, they put On Guard in one, and they put antibiotics in the other. The antibiotics were not curing MRSA. This was. And we'll just pass these around and just snip away. I have stories. One gal who sells the oils, her little 4-month-old grandson had MRSA. And she says, let me at him. She went to the hospital at midnight. She put that stuff on his feet. This is how you do it for the babies. You put it on their feet. And, I can smell it already when we're in the bottle here. And by morning, his fever broke and he was starting to heal. Another lady that we ran into, not the lady herself, but the lady's mother we ran into. The daughter had MRSA all over her face, and her husband said they had been to all these doctors. They spent $14,000 in 4 months. Couldn't get rid of the MRSA. And the husband says, I'm sorry, we can't do this anymore. And so he went online and started researching, and he found the doTERRA oils, and he found On Guard, and they began applying it topically to her and internally. And within 3 to 4 days, her MRSA was starting to go away after $14,000. So it's very, very scary what the drugs can't do today, what you want them to do.
So Madeline, when that was applied to like a child's foot, that's drawn through the skin into the bloodstream?
Mm-hmm. Yes. This is, the feet have the reason is, Jack, the feet have the largest pores in the body, which is why reflexologists work there. All of your nerve endings are centered in your feet, and the pores are the largest in your body. It's like your personal IV system, and they just go, and they just slurp everything right up. If you put peppermint on the bottom of a baby's feet, in 20 minutes you can smell it on their breath because they have such a pure system and they're so small. And that's basically, and what you can do too is we have the fractionated coconut oil, and you can mix it. And I mix it when I use my own. You put it on your hand, put a couple drops to kind of soothe it so that it's not as strong. And also I thought I didn't want to mix these. I thought I don't want to put something in the oil and then put it on me because it's not going to be as strong. And I found it's just the opposite. This keeps the oil from dissipating into the air, and it keeps it to adhering to the skin longer. So this is a good thing. And it's fractionated. It never gets solid. They exploded the atoms or something like that. So we know that a lot of drugs come from plants. Poppies, we have opium for morphine. or allicin, which is the onion and the garlic plants, come into our penicillin. And back in the olden days when I got really sick, I'd go on raw garlic therapy because I knew how strong it was. And I would eat raw garlic, and in 36 hours I could knock out a virus. I mean, I wasn't perfectly well, but I certainly wasn't that sick anymore. I don't need to do that anymore. Okay, now if you look, I don't even know where it is. It's on page, the first page there of your little chart inside. And it says that doTERRA is safe and 100% pure. Now, I know some of you are looking at me like, what is she talking about? She takes these oils internally. Yes. If you see that pie chart in front of you, you will see that the majority of it is gray, and that means the majority of oils out there on the market are synthetic. Anytime I see the word synthetic, toxins start coming out in my head. Toxins, toxins, if it's synthetic. So the majority of oil. So people say to me, hey, I go to the health food store, I buy my oils there. Whole Foods, buy my oils there. They're cheap. I go, yeah, they're also not pure. They're cut with something to dilute them. And I've had people bring their oils to my class, and they go, oh, look, I bought this in such and such a place. Listen, smell my lavender. And then they will. And I said, smell mine. And they'll go, oh my gosh, there's no comparison. I said, I know, exactly. Our oils are so pure, they are tested on 6 levels to make sure that there is no toxins, no pesticides, no contaminants whatsoever in our oils. Oh, but where am I? I'm on the pie chart. All right, and then there's a food grade. That's green. That's the stuff they'd put in your candy or your gum. Then there's a therapeutic, that's some of the good oils out there. There are other good oils besides doTERRA. And then that little baby sliver is CPTG, which is certified pure therapeutic grade. And that's why we like to say our oils are the purest ones out there. They are perfectly safe to take internally. And there's some of them you wouldn't want to because you wouldn't think they'd taste good. And I wouldn't. But if I did, they're not harmful. Okay, so we did lavender. And let's see what else we want to have you pass around. Nothing yet. Oh, you know what? You'll see on those oils you buy in the store, what will it say? It says, do not ingest. External use only. What's the largest organ in your body? Thank you. Yeah, the skin. So if you can't take it internally, let's just put it on your skin so it'll absorb even faster. So they don't know what they're talking about. It doesn't have to go through the whole digestive system. It's just right into your bloodstream. So that means nothing. That means that they really don't know what they're talking about. So, ignore that. All right, that's good. Now that you know how safe these are, how wonderful they are, what are you going to do with them? All right, there's 3 ways you can use the oils. Aromatically, topically, and internally. In this diffuser, I have going wild orange. Can you get it back there? Can you smell it? Let me tell you this story. I just heard this like 5 days ago. This is the coolest story ever. I told you that On Guard kills germs. Antifungal, antibacterial, antibacterial, antimicrobial. So there was a teacher. This was in Columbus, Indiana, because I was in Indianapolis. And the teacher learned about doTERRA, and she goes, oh my gosh, I'm going to have that diffuser going in my classroom, and I'm going to put On Guard in it. Turned out the teacher had the lowest rate of absenteeism of any other teacher in the school. So they were having a teachers meeting, and the principal goes, what are you doing? And she says, oh, I got to tell you about these oils. This is wonderful, blah, 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 blah. The science teacher, who's down the hall from her, this is why I asked you if you can smell this. The science teacher went, oh no. He said, we grow moss every year for our science experiments. He says, this is the first year my moss won't grow. Moss is a fungus. And he's not even next door to her. He was down the hall a ways. So this stuff had been like flowing through the air, and she thought it was just for her classroom, but actually it was not. So that's aromatically. And here's what we're going to do. Do we have enough wild orange? I don't know. We have a big group here. I'm going to pass this around so that you can smell it. And when you get to the end of the bottle there, who's got the bottle now, the first bottle? All right. Oh, okay, you're still passing. This is wild orange. If you want to, put a little drop in your hand and inhale. because this is a mood lifter. This can lift your people that suffer from depression, if you're down in the dumps, whatever. What I do with mine is I make my own smelling salts. Somebody gave me this. It's Tupperware. She made sure it was purple. And yeah, it's got frankincense. Yeah, and you know frankincense is excellent. Okay, I put some cotton balls, throw some orange in here. This goes in my car when I'm driving, in case I get sleepy. It goes by my bedside table. How are you doing there? Is it okay? It goes by my bedside table. This is my little smelling salts. And this lasts. It just keep it. So, all right, aromatically. What else? Breathe. Oh, anybody have sinus problems? Stuffy noses. There we go. I see some hands coming up. Here's, close one nostril. Inhale. Close the other nostril. Inhale. And don't worry about contaminating it, because guess what? It's antifungal, antiviral, and antibacterial. This is called, okay, we have single oils that are a blend you recognize, like a lavender, a lemon, a lime. There's no breathe plant out there, so this is a blend, and you can read the bottle and see what's in it. This really, and people with asthma, people with allergies, this is wonderful because it's also killing the bacteria that's causing your problem in the first place, because our stuff actually stimulates the immune system. Let's see if I have a good breathe story. I don't know, just tons of people I know with asthma and allergies use it. Yes. Oh, and they put it in the diffuser, and this way it clears the sinuses. Yes.
If you have multiple oils, you can use different ones at the same time?
This is what the blends are. They've blended them so you don't have to. Oh yeah, sometimes if I have a problem that's like not a common problem, I go to my Modern Essentials book and I see what it says, and you just layer them. Put them on the bottoms of my feet, wherever, and I'm just putting them on it. That's perfectly okay. Yeah, oftentimes I'm using more than one oil at a time. All right, aromatically, you can just inhale. But things come into our system the fastest aromatically. And you're going, nah, how could that be? Think about it. You're cleaning your bathroom. Bleach, ammonia, knocks you over. That got into your system quick, didn't it? And that's a bad thing. This gets into your system just as quickly, but it's a good thing. So taking things this way is excellent. All right, topically. All right, that's the obvious way, and you go, well, where do you put it? You put it where the problem is. If you have an ache or a pain, that's where you put the stuff. If you have a headache, back of the neck, temples, top of the head. You have a tummy ache. Digest Zen is absolutely wonderful for anyone with any kind of GERD, acid reflux, gas, nausea, bloating. I'm addicted to this stuff. Where's my addict? José, ¿dónde está? José? ¿Qué pasó con José? Ah, sí. Sí. Eres adictado, ¿sí?
Yeah.
Sí. Okay, I am addicted to this too. Now I'm starting to talk like you. Okay. Putting on my accent, that's not good. Digest Zen has licorice in it, fennel. And so like sometimes if I've eaten too much and I feel like bloated, I just rub some on my tummy and little burp. I feel good. Babies put this on their tummy to help relieve their problems. This stuff, I love this. And you can look on the blend. It's got a variety in there. All right, topically. We have a thing called past tense. Does anybody have a headache in here? No headaches tonight? Ooh, this is good. You're a healthy bunch. This stuff is wonderful to ward off headaches. Migraines, we use this, we use peppermint, and we use helichrysum, which is one of our more expensive oils. But that will help to really, really knock even migraines out. Peppermint. All right, here we go. This is my seller right here. People that just, peppermint. Oh, this is so good. You can't have it. It's too good. Okay. Now, people say, well, how do you take this stuff? Oh, no, you take that. I need my peppermint back in a minute. I'll call for it when I need it. Now, in our oils, we have a deep blue rub. It comes in an oil, and it comes in a cream. Sarah?
I actually, when I was coming here, I was like, oh, Alan, I better have the deep blue because I have such a muscle ache in my shoulder, and it acts very. If you've ever used Bengay or any type of muscle rub, it really does act very much like that, where you feel it where you're hurting, and it honestly relieves that when you have that really intense muscle ache, especially if you've been working out. A lot of people, if you're active, then you sometimes get strains and sprains. It really does a wonderful job, and it's really relieved. It's taken the bite off of my muscle ache, and I absolutely love it. So,
I have people that...
and it's a natural thing.
Exactly, it has oils in it. I have people that do nothing but they're deep blue. Okay, so we're now on topically. I don't know where this fits in. It's in my hand. I'll tell you about it now. It's a hand sanitizer. You know you're not supposed to use hand sanitizers. Do you know that? Yeah. Those things in the hospital, those things in the grocery stores. It kills the good bacteria. They're right. But it also kills the...
You mean bad?
It kills the bad. Did I say good? It kills the bad bacteria. No wonder you didn't know the answer. It kills the bad bacteria, but it also kills the good bacteria. Now your hands are totally vulnerable to anything they touch. So you have defeated your purpose. So what I do is I make my own hand sanitizers. You can find these online. doTERRA sells them. In here is wild orange. There's some lemon. Melaleuca is our tea tree oil, which is a marvelous thing. There's Purify, which is another oil. I think I have maybe 4 oils in here. So you can pass this around. I mean, it smells fine. It's good. So this goes in my purse. I don't know if you want to smell or not. Nothing special, but it's got all those oils. So when I'm at the grocery store, spraying the handle of the thing. If I'm on an airplane, I spray my whole area. In my purse, if you're meeting people, here we are at a group, and John comes up to you and he goes, oh, nice to meet you. You're going, oh, brother. So you run for your purse or your pocket or whatever, spray your hand, and now you know that, because it's antifungal, antiviral, and antibacterial, that you have warded off those germs. So this is what you do. And moms, don't use those for your kids. Somebody told me the school is making the kids bring them. Don't do it. Bring this instead. It's your hand sanitizer. Okay, so we are on topical. How else? Some of these oils are wonderful. Where's my peppermint?
Right here.
Holler out. Where is it?
Here.
Okay. So you say, how do you take these? Some people are hardcore. They just open their mouth and go. Okay. There you go. I mean, it really, really clears. Did we get everybody get to here? You go wherever you need to go with that. I don't know where you are. The peppermint and it really clears all of your nostrils of great. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, you can put in your water. I put On Guard in mine, and I put lemon for detoxing. Lemon is our great, great detoxer. Like I said, anything that's synthetic causes toxins. Okay, anything that I'm having that's bad for me is a toxin. So detoxing means getting rid of those toxins. So you want to we're going to show you in a minute what we can do with this. Some people need to take a supply of oils. They've got some things wrong with them, and they don't want to take them. Kids don't want to take them. Old people don't want to take them. Sometimes you don't want to take them. You're not a kid, you're not old. Okay, you're in between. So you can get gel caps and put your oils in them down the hatch. You can take this to work with you if you have to do something at lunchtime. So the oils are very versatile. It's very easy to do them. Okay, the other thing, you can put On Guard after you brush your teeth. Put On Guard in. And I'm going to tell you about our On Guard toothpaste. Did you know that 1 out of 2 Americans will get heart disease in their life? And out of those people, 1 out of 2 will get them through disease, bacteria entering their gums. Are you aware of this? As you get older, your gums get looser. And when the bacteria enters your gum, I think we talked about this too, it goes straight to your aortic artery. This is one of the things that causes plaque buildup. And so, to prevent heart disease, On Guard is in our toothpaste. This is a non-negotiable item for me. I always use this. And by the way, speaking of heart disease, since we're talking about other things, people say, you know, my cholesterol has to be really low so I don't get a stroke and I don't have a heart attack. Let me tell you the 2 major causes of heart disease. Number 1 is sugar. Number 2 is oils. You should not be eating any oils in your diet because they are all processed. Processed is going to be toxins. Now there's 2 kinds of oils that I do approve of. One is extra virgin olive oil. And I use that only cold on salads. I do not heat that because it turns rancid, and rancidity will cause cancer. The other oil, can anyone guess what the other oil is that I use? Coconut. Okay, I knew you'd know. Coconut oil, absolutely. I cook with it because it can be heated at high temperatures, and you can put it on your face. You can do a lot of things. So those are the 2 oils. Canola oil, which we are led to believe is so healthy for you, is one of the worst culprits. You should not have anything that says canola oil. The reason is it's processed. And anytime it's processed, that means it's heated. And anytime it's heated, that means it's going to turn rancid, and that means it's going to cause cancer in your body. And it also clogs your arteries. This is why people go, oh, heart healthy. We've got vegetable oils. Vegetable oils are not heart healthy. This is what's given everybody heart attacks. So watch your oils when you're reading stuff. Okay, now we're going to do one more of this. This is like by far one of my favorite oils, and I know Jose loves it too. This is the lemon. This lemon oil is unbelievable. It's like, you'll know. Pass it around. You'll know. The lemon is wonderful. And we have a great lavender. What's lavender known for? Relaxation. Yeah. It's known to help you sleep at night. Put it on the bottoms of your feet, on your pillow, whatever. I am not going to pass around lavender. Thank you. All right. Now, we can say, oh, where's my lemon? Let me do one thing with lemon, and then I'm going to show you another way to take these. Oh, I need my lemon. Who's got the lemon? Right here. Okay, then you can have it back. All right, lemon is, there's some lemon here on this plate. Lemon dissolves petrochemicals. Now you're going to say to me, I don't need petrochemicals. Are you crazy? Would need a petrochemical. If you're eating any processed food at all, you're having a petrochemical. doTERRA did testing. They had a guy, they pricked his finger, put his blood on the microscope, did live blood cell analysis, or called dark field analysis, and his corpuscles were happy. They were floating all around. Then they let him eat McDonald's. Boy, he chowed down on his McDonald's. They checked his blood. Everything is all mished together. So then they gave him lemon. Checked him again in another half hour. Everybody's happy again. Because the petrochemicals in the McDonald's oils and everything was dissolved. Moral of the story is, if you're going to eat McDonald's, please eat some lemon with it. Anyway, here's what happened. No, that's done. This is another story. Well, I'll tell you this story. Then we're going to have our smoothies. No, this is a slim and sassy story. A gentleman came to hear Robin Openshaw speak with her green smoothie lecture. He was 100 pounds overweight. He worked for McDonald's. He said, if I don't change my lifestyle, something terrible's going to happen to me. So he went home, he started drinking tons of green smoothies, and he took Slim and Sassy, which helps to control your weight. Oh, by the way, this goes in my water every day, 4 to 5 drops to help my appetite. I don't feel a caffeine high from it at all. It just helps me to keep me from snacking constantly all day. It's a wonderful weight control thing. And so he rubbed Slim and Sassy all over his body while he's losing this weight. After 1 year, he lost 100 pounds. He had no flab because the oils dissolved the flab. He now runs a health food store. Okay, now we're going to talk about taking these internally. And we're going to do a green smoothie demo. Yes?
Can you repeat the name of the last one? The one you just talked about?
Slim and Sassy. Oh, Slim and Sassy, yes. But for the guys, we call it Cut and Confident. Okay, but it is a wonderful, wonderful weight control thing. And also, doTERRA has just come up with a vegan protein shake. If anybody's taking a protein shake and you are on whey, I mean, that's the big hot thing, everybody. Don't take soy. Please do not take soy products. Soy milk, soy protein powder. Soy is a hormone disruptor. Soy is heavily GMO. GMO is genetically modified, we know. Genetically modified. And this is what's causing everybody's allergies, everybody's asthma, everybody's sensitivities to everything. So soy is a no-no. A lot of people do a whey, a protein powder. There's two kinds. There's an isolate and a concentrate. I know the isolate is bad. It's a heavily processed food. The concentrate, I think, might be better. But since I don't know the answer to that to make me happy, I'm using a vegan one. This is hemp and pea protein. And doTERRA comes out with a very nice one. You don't even need a blender to blend it. You can just put it in a shaker jar and shake it right up. And this helps you to control weight. If I have one of these at noon or mid-morning, I'm not hungry for 4 to 5 hours afterwards. So you can skip a meal with it, actually. You could skip a breakfast or you could skip a lunch or whatever. I eat fruit for breakfast and then I have one of these when I'm starting to get hungry, and then you're good for the day. And then you really diminish the amount of calories, yes.
How many calories is it?
I don't know. I don't count calories. Let's look. 1 scoop is 74. Good question. There's only 7. Let me tell you why. I put 2 scoops in. We do, you can pass this around, you can read the labels. I do not believe, it's not me, I don't know anything, I just read all these doctors. We do not need this huge amount of protein that we consume. We feel, boy, if we're not getting a huge piece of chicken, a chicken breast or 2, and a huge piece of beef, and a huge fish thing, we're going to die because we're not getting enough protein. No one has ever died of a protein deficiency. Doesn't happen because we never have protein deficiency in this country, or hardly in any country unless they're starving. It's very difficult on the body to absorb huge amounts of protein. They can't digest it, especially animal products. Really hard to digest that. You only digest about 20% of that protein from an animal product, where this is very easily digestible, very easy on the stomach. And so it's a very, very nice product. What else did you want to ask me? Okay, now we're going to switch gears and we're going to go talk about green smoothies. Does anyone in here make them? Yay, yay. Who just has them now and then, at least? Who's had one? Okay, we're getting a few more hands up there. That's good. Now all of you people that had your hand up, tell me why you drink them. They're good for me, okay?
I'm vegetarian.
They're what?
I'm vegetarian.
Okay, they're vegetarian. But what are you getting out of them?
My wife asked me to do this.
Love it, love it.
It's a fast way.
It's a fast way, yes.
You know, and I got this from the Green Smoothie Girl video, or one of the videos, but it really hit me is that, for example, if you do this in the morning and you put the fruit, you put the leafies, you put all that stuff in there that she puts in there, regardless of what you eat, good, bad, the rest of the day, you know at least you have the basic nutrition for the day. And it doesn't give you a license to go eat a cow or something else later in the day, but at least you are confident in that nutrition. And so what I did is, you know, there's myfit.com, there's a lot of these now online places that you can actually plug in all the food that you're eating and it'll tell you whether or not you're hitting the nutritional goals. And when I put in all the ingredients for one smoothie, I had over 100% of everything I needed. And so.
Okay, that's exactly, you said two things. You said nutrition. I assume this is why you would drink them, for nutrition. And then you said everything that is needed. Okay, I want to talk about those needs. You take green smoothies because you want to get your nutrition in the form of what? You get two words to give me. You're going to get your
Calcium.
and your vitamins and your, all right. Oh, nice chorus there. Okay, that's what you're taking this for, vitamins and minerals. So I want you all to name the vitamins for me. Let's just go in order. A, B, C, D, E, and then we drop down to K. No F. No, you got an F. There's no F. All right. Those are the vitamins. And then there's categories. There's D1, D2, D3, B1, B, blah, blah, blah. All right. Now I want you to name me as many minerals as you can. Magnesium, calcium, zinc, potassium, iron, mobidium, uranium. No, uranium doesn't count, does it? Selenium. Okay. And there's actually 92 minerals. Wheatgrass has them all. There's 93 minerals. Wheatgrass has 92 out of the 93. Yep, potassium. Okay, so we did a good job. There's a bunch of them, but we got a bunch. Okay, let me ask you this. How do the vitamins and minerals get into your bloodstream? Well, nobody knows that, but I'll give you. They need to get through the cellular, yeah, oh, that's good. They need to get through the cellular walls. They just don't jump into that. So what they need are the building blocks of nutrition. That's what they need to get into your bloodstream, the building blocks of nutrition. And what are they? It's one word. You all know that word. The building blocks of nutrition are? No, but that's a good answer. No. Come on, you all know it. I'll give you a clue. It starts with an E.
Enzymes.
Enzymes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. We need enzymes, and those are the building blocks of nutrition. Without enzymes, you can't get any nutrition. So you're saying, well, okay, and you understand that now. Without enzymes, you have no nutrition. Can you name me the enzymes? Excuse me, I didn't hear you. No, name the enzymes. This is odd. I got a few answers here.
Digestive enzymes or
Enzymes.
Lipase.
Okay, we get a few answers. Now, this is a big crowd. We got a bigger chance. Usually when I'm talking to a small group and I go, give me the enzymes, they go, huh? Never heard of them before. You're right. Amylase, protease, lipase, bromelain, papain. And I just told you, if you don't have an enzyme, you can't absorb the food. And you're going, well, I don't even know what an enzyme is. I don't even know where to get it. It's in all food. Any animal products. It's in any food you have has enzymes. This is good, right? So now you know you're getting enzymes, except they're a quirky bunch. If you heat the enzymes above 115 degrees, you kill them. There's no enzymes. If you eat cooked food all the time, you are not getting any enzymes. So now what do? You go, oh my gosh, no enzymes, I have no vitamins and minerals, I should be dead. And you're not. You're here. You're very much alive. So what happens? The body comes to the rescue. You are born with a supply of birth enzymes. So if you're eating all your food over 115 degrees, you're not adding any enzymes to your enzyme bank. But the body has them. So the body goes, oh, no raw food this meal. Well, all right, I'll give you a few. And so the body will give you your enzymes so that you can digest your food. And that's a good thing. Except that, since they're a quirky bunch, something else happens. You are born with a supply of them. And if you keep using your enzyme bank up and you never replenish it, now something's going to happen to you. Because you don't have any more enzymes left, you're not eating salads, you're not drinking green smoothies, and you have now depleted your enzyme bank. And then a condition sets in that most people are going to get. They may not have it now, but they're going to get it. They don't want to admit they have it. They don't want to talk about it. And they go to great lengths to like pretend they don't have it. What's that condition called? Don't think too hard. Well, diabetes, good answer. It's not it. Come on, what's the condition called?
Constipation.
Good answer. Tons of people suffer from it. That's not the answer. Huh? This lady is good. Thank you. I didn't want to stand here all night trying to get the answer out of you. You get old age. This is what ages you if you never replenish your enzyme bank. And Jack's on the ball. He says, I'm drinking those green smoothies. Now, I went through a whole bunch of detox programs. I'd go away, and I would drink all this stuff and everything, and I would replenish my enzyme bank, and no one ever told me why I was drinking all that stuff. I got mad. I said, wait a minute. I went away for a week. No one ever told me enzymes. So I went home, and I read all the sheets of paper they gave me to read, and there it was. But no one ever said it to me in these words before. So this is why I'm saying it to you now. I want you to know that to prevent old age, I mean, you're going to get old, but at least you don't have to suffer from all the degenerative diseases. And that's why I drink green smoothies. Before I was just drinking them. But now I am compulsive about my green smoothies. I'm going to have one 5 to 6 days a week because I want to replenish my enzyme bank. Okay, let's have, Sarah, do you want to pass a cup out to everybody? And here's what we're going to do. We're going to have to go slow. Tell you what, how are we going to do this? Is there a better way to do this?
Why don't you say what's in it?
Oh, yeah. I want it to be a surprise. Okay, we have to give you a small amount because we have a lot of people here. You want to hold it? Oh,
Any sugar in it?
nope. Absolutely not. Yeah, okay, I'll tell you what's in it.
Yeah.
You need to know. All right, there's a base of bananas and red grapes and berries. Berries are one of the best things you can put into your smoothie. They are the lowest in sugar. If you are diabetic, you're dealing with a sugar problem. Okay, what is it that you don't want? No, never in my smoothies. Okay, so berries are a wonderful additive for your smoothies. Then the next thing, and Sarah's going to pass out sheets after we get around a tasting cup to everybody. Sarah's going to pass out a sheet of my how to make green smoothies. You guys have got the right thing. Don't hold this over your lap for obvious reasons. Hold it over the rug. Okay, we're not here yet. Here comes Jack. All right, here's how I make my smoothies. I'm going to give you, I'm so sorry, honey. I'm so sorry, but you know what? It'll wash out. Yeah, hold it over the rug. Because I'm going to give you a recipe for my smoothie. Don't get your pen out. Yeah, I know, I have a napkin. Don't get your pen out. Don't write it down. Let me get a napkin because you're going to be able to remember this. Do we have something handy? Jack, do you think there's some toweling in the back? I probably have something. Okay, let me give you the recipe while we're getting toweling here.
You want a towel?
I don't care, whatever. No, don't get your recipe. Okay, don't get your pen out. The recipe is 1, 1, 1. That means 1/3 water, 1/3 liquid, 1/3 fruit, and 1/3 leafy greens. And there you go. That's your recipe. Now, let's talk. Did you get some yet, honey? Let's talk about the fruit. One-third liquid, 1/3 fruit. Oh, wait, we're going to get around here. And 1/3 leafy greens.
What's the liquid?
Let me pass this out so I can talk at the same time. All right, that's great. I feel like a wine steward here. I know. Except it's green wine. We'll think up a better way to do this.
Just put a straw in it and pass it around?
Well, it's antifungal. No, this one is not antimicrobial. This one is not. Okay, what I have in this then, for your liquids, you can use water, or I like coconut water also. It's very hydrating. And if any of you are really into your health, you would be using Rejuvelac. But if you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. So water and coconut water. Okay, we got everybody good. Now, Sarah, why don't you go ahead and pass around the recipes? Oh. Okay, come on, Mr. Cameraman. Your wife will be proud of you.
Thank you.
No, none. That's a girl. Let's see, how are we doing? Oh, we're doing fine. We're going to be good. Hold on, Sarah. Okay, so what we've done, are you passing the recipes around? They're going to come around. Yes?
There was a question here as to whether you put some of that shake in ice cream, the powder.
Coming to that. Okay, so your two liquids are either water or coconut water. Fruits, if you're watching your sugar intake, berries of any kind are the best thing that you can possibly put in there. And if you go to Costco, I prefer to use organic in my smoothies because it goes into your bloodstream and your system the fastest. And you don't want those toxins going into you. Go to Costco, you'll find Cascadian Farms 3-berry, mixed berry antioxidant blend organic. You can find that in the frozen department. This is my best bet. Rather than use fresh strawberries, raspberries, it's nice if you want to do that, but it's labor intensive. So throw a handful of that in. Then I found at Costco, they don't have it this month, but they've had it before. Pomegranate, guys, how good pomegranate. Don't drink that juice, that POM stuff. It is super high in sugar. There's like 28 grams of sugar in that dumb little bottle. Don't do that. Sugar causes heart disease. Sugar causes diabetes. Sugar causes all degenerative diseases out there. Sugar causes cataracts. So you want to keep your sugar low. So these are great. If you can find these again, the little seeds, the pomegranate seeds. Then I do put bananas in just because it helps to sweeten it up. Now, when you get the sheet, okay, now, leafy greens. Vegetables are not good enough. Vegetables are not good enough. You need leafy greens. All of our nutrition, our protein, our calcium, our minerals come from leafy greens. And if I buy things that I need to wash, go to Vitacost.com or to a health food store. Health food store, you'll pay $23 for this. At Vitacost.com, you'll get it at 40% off. And I put a big squeeze of grapefruit seed extract into my water, soak my stuff for 15 to 20 minutes, and now I've eliminated a lot of the pesticides, which are toxins. Washing it in water does not do it. So you can pass this around if anybody wants to look at it and take a note on what to do. VITA, Vita Cost. If you're into vitamins and supplements and food, they will have everything 20 to 60% cheaper than, I put health food stores out of business. They don't like me. Okay, now, let's add essential oils. By the way, I put in lemon juice, whole lemons into my smoothies. And I use a Blendtec. Vitamix is excellent also. I prefer the Blendtec. If you don't want to invest $400 into a machine from Costco online, which is the best place to buy this, get a NutriBullet for $100. And really, good for you. Good for you. Okay, now what I'm going to do is add oils. And I'm going to fight the petrochemicals that have just put a hole in the paper plate. Yeah, this is the lemon. So what I'm going to do is put lemon in my smoothie. And I'm going to put, I don't know how many drops. 1, 2, I'll do 3. And then I'm going to put lime. Lime, again, this gives a nice flavor. So if you have someone in your household that doesn't like smoothies, children or whatever, or you're tired, I'm tired of this smoothie, I've been having the same stuff all the time, and I want to change the flavor. This really changes the flavor. So I make my smoothie, and then I put my oil in. Now I'm going to need to taste this, Sarah, but just to make sure that I have enough flavor here. But this really, and now this helps to detox. That means it helps to get rid of all the toxins that you are getting that you have no control over. The air you breathe, the water you drink, the food that you get that's processed. Let's do one more drop. And, I did 2 more. Oh, well.
Madeline, is there a rhyme or reason to the size of the bottle? Is it like a week supply, a month supply, or is it just...
I can't tell you because it depends on how much you use. Mine will last me 2 or 3 months. My On Guard doesn't because I use a lot of that. But you're only using drops. Just, you're just using a few drops. So they will last. There's some oils I never use up because I don't use them that often.
How long does the smoothie last?
You can do a smoothie. I've kept them for up to 3 days. Actually, you don't have to. You want to serve this while I talk, maybe, and just make sure that you kind of give it to. Okay. The reason smoothies last is because you are releasing the enzymes. And my blender, my Blendtec, is chewing up the food and it's releasing the enzymes. And the enzymes are what preserves your food. So when I juice, if I'm on a cheap juicer, I can tell it's gone bad. It doesn't taste right. I mean, But this I've had them up to 3 days, even 4 days sometimes, because it's loaded with enzymes, which is a preservative for the nutrition of the food. So it's easy to do. If you work and you say, I don't have time to do this, you don't understand my schedule, I have no time to do this. You throw your stuff in the blender, you make a nice jar of it, like I have the jar there, put it in your refrigerator, and you're good to go. The whole family can use it, you can use it yourself, and what I do is I put mine in one of these. Got this one at Target. I just found a new one at Myers. They just came out with a new one. I put it in this, carry it with me wherever I go, and this is my lunch. There's no way in the world I'm ever going to stop for a bite at some fast food place. Why would I ever? This is my enzymes. This is my insurance against getting all of the degenerative diseases. Okay, now, the next one we're going to do, we have to, how's it going there? Can you tell the difference? Yeah, it changes everything. So that when you get tired of your smoothie, you see, every time I have a smoothie. Every time.
Why don't you also make the real lemon?
Because these are so concentrated that you cannot get that kind of concentration. I have real lemon in there, but I cannot get the concentration that I can from the oil. That's the difference.
Yeah, one of the differences.
The little bottle lasts longer.
Well, you're only putting in a couple drops, and there's, I think, 250 drops in a bottle. So that's over 100 days. Yeah, Yeah, Jack, did you say something?
Well, I was just gonna say, a lot of times we add the lemon juice, but these are the oils,
Yeah.
peel and stuff that we typically don't.
That we don't put in. No, exactly. This has and plus it's so concentrated. They are so concentrated. Okay, use that one all up?
Yeah, and we still got some people there.
That didn't get any?
Yeah.
Oh, you poured too much. All right. We poured too much. Okay, you're out of luck. I'm sorry. We have to kind of watch. Okay, now we're going to do another one. I'll just, whatever I have in here is what goes. You can start at the back of the room this time to make sure. This one, kids love. This is an orange Julius. And we're going to put wild orange. Yeah, the recipes are on the bottom of the sheet. We're going to put wild orange, and we're going to put citrus bliss. And I only have to hit that just enough. And put a little more wild orange in this one. Be nice if I could see it. Wild orange. And have people finished with the bottles back there? And I'll put the covers back on the samples that they were looking at. Did they bring? Oh, perfect, 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 perfect. All right, now this one has the orange in it. You can start at the back with that one. What did you just ask me? Okay, that's the way the smoothies go. Now, someone had asked me about putting the protein in the smoothie. Hey, I don't care what you do. But here's my feeling on it. I want to get as much nutrition in my body the fastest I can. And if I put protein in it, it's going to slow down my absorption rate. And you don't want to do that. So I do not put flaxseed in mine. I don't put anything else except fruits and vegetables. That's it. If you're battling blood pressure, put in a stalk of celery. And that little chart there shows you what the oils are for, that you're using them for. They show you what it does for you. Okay, that's the smoothie. Do you have any questions on how to do smoothies or whatever? All right, no questions on how to, I do. Oh, grapefruit oil. This is wonderful for weight loss. Oh, you know what? Yes, here it is. This is wonderful for weight loss, and you can smell the grapefruit. Okay, are there any questions about your smoothies? Now let me tell you when I do use the protein powder, and I think I'm going to make you one of these as you're floating around or whatever. I make a protein shake with that, but I never put that in a green smoothie. To me it was just like, ooh, it's going to ruin my smoothie. So what I do with that is I put it in almond milk. You can put it in, then when I have my almond milk base, I put in my protein powder, I put in some maca powder, I put in a banana, and I put in cinnamon, and I put in peppermint. And this is my peppermint patty smoothie. And when I make this for people, it is to die for. And now I'm getting my protein, and I can take it with me, and I'm good to go. Pardon? Yeah, it's on the sheet there. It's on the sheet. Okay. I'm going to stop at this point, and when we finish our green smoothie demo things, while you guys are doing whatever you do, I will make the other smoothie and we'll get some cups. I don't even know if we have enough cups left. Do we have enough cups left, Sarah? No, we're just passing the grapefruit around. Oh, I put wild orange and, Sarah, did we ever get people's email addresses? Okay. If you would like more information, I mean, some of you might want to purchase oils. I don't know. You would see me. There's the back of the thing, has a kit, has all the prices. There's a price sheet in the back. And there's several ways to become, I'll pass this around. And if you're interested in more info, please give me your email and phone number. Here's how you do it. You can join doTERRA for $35 a year membership, and then every year after that it's $25 and they give you free oil and it's free. And then you can buy whatever oils you want. If you'd like to buy a kit, the cheapest kit is $150 and that comes with 11 oils. And it's the 11 basic oils. And then you can get larger kits. There's a kit for $150, a kit for $250, a kit for $515, a kit for $550. This one is $550 that has all the stuff on it here. But I would be glad to give you information on that and show you, what to do. There's a membership thing in the back, so you could see me afterwards. And I'm going to try to make you a peppermint patty smoothie. But is this all the cups we have left? Yes. Okay, you will have to rinse out your cup, though, and bring it to me clean, because I don't want to mix it with the green smoothies. So, okay, Jack. Yeah, if you want information, please put your name on the clipboard so that I can get back with you.